President, Executive Director, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Nico Mienie. I'm the Technical Director of the Clay Brick Association. My main role is to coordinate technical issues with the Technical Committee. So I represent the technical Committee on the board and then the board on the Technical Committee. So that is basically what we do. I'm the chairman. Then on the committee we've got Chris Dickinson, we've got Howard Harris, and then we've got the EECB, more specific John and Luca, and then obviously the executive director is also part of that. Now, how do we operate? Typically we take topical issues or any issue, and we actually research that, we break it down, we pull it apart, and it's also in such a format that we can then pass it on to Musa and his team, that they can actually develop a marketing document out of it. Now, I'm not going to do most of the talking today. The panel sitting there is going to do most of the talking, and everything that I'm going to touch on now very quickly, they're going to go into more detail. A lot of it has already been spoken by Julian, and then some of it by Musa. But just to give you a quick overview of what we've done last year, we did the finalization of the LCA and the socioeconomic LCA. Unfortunately, the socioeconomic LCA is running into the new year, but the LCA, as I stand here, and Howard will speak about that, is completed. But Howard will give us fresh off the press information today. So I'm also looking forward to hear what Howard's got to say. We continued with our technical notes series last year. Any technical issue we get requests from members, we put into a technical note series, and I think we are now at, I can't even remember what's the last one. We're in technical note number 18. We've also finalized the Think Brick cooperation and payment. I don't know if you can remember from last year, we committed about 300,000 Rand to Think Brick to exchange information. They're in a very similar situation as us. They're very similar climatic zones, so a lot of their research is very relevant to our needs. And in the new year, we will take that forward by one of the technical committee members will go over there, get the information, and actually meet with them. Tertiary institution presentations, we continue with that countrywide, mostly construction management and construction economics students. In other words, the QSs and the construction site managers. And it's really paying off. We've got a very good relationship, and I know across the country as well. I know with Julian in the Western Cape, up in Pretoria, and in the Free State. I think Gary has done a lot of work with the Free State University as well. Then we maintain the presence in the SANS meetings, and then obviously as Musa has alluded to, we actually one of our main objectives is to support the marketing with valuable sales or technical information. The year ahead, as you have seen on Dirk's budget, we've been allocated about 780,000 Rand. These are the projects that we're looking at the year ahead. More detail will come from both Howard and Chris. The carbon tax, Henk is going to talk about carbon tax also. He's also part of the panel. Technical facts about ABTs, I think we've spoken about that a lot today. We've spoken about the training document of NHBRC. I can't remember who mentioned that. That is ongoing in the new year. We're doing a classroom heat flow and comfort study. SANS 10400 rules for cavity walling will be done. We've budgeted for that. Thermal performance study, Howard it's completed. It just needs to be rolled out. And then we continue with technical notes. That's an ongoing thing. As I said in the previous slide, every year there's new issues, there's new challenges, and we convert that into technical notes where we can. Also for the year forward on the communication side, between Howard, Ut in the past, and then Chris, we sit at all these SANS meetings. Basically a watchdog, if you want to call it that. We pick up on issues, we put clay brick case forward, and we make sure that clay brick and clay walling doesn't get compromised by the other members present there. So I must say, and Ut can also allude to this, just the presence there has saved us from a lot of previous issues whereby opposition products try to change things on the SAN specs. University presentations would continue. Howard has developed a university presentation document for second year students, a new one, a fresh one. I think a lot of these presentations we've done in the past are still topical, but we're just going to freshen it up. We're going to update it and put new information in there. I'm going to talk about the National Roadshow just now. The results obviously is going to come out now for the LCA, and then the socioeconomic LCA, I think about 2 or 3 months from now, we should have that as well. As I said, there's going to be a visit to Think Brick, and then possible 4th phase on the socioeconomic LCA, but we didn't budget for that. We will see later in the year if there's a need. We would go to the board and we would speak to them and justify if necessary. And then the EECB support. We will continue our relationship with EECB because as Julian said previously, a lot of support, financial, intellectual, technical, and I think we thank them, Julian thanked them, and I from the technical side cannot tell you guys how much they've contributed to us, also financially, and we really appreciate that. Before I give over or hand over to Howard, Howard's going to talk about the LCA and the socioeconomic LCA. Just a word of thanks also to somebody that's always in the background that supports both the marketing committee and the technical committee, is Peter Kitcher. Dirk, thanks for his time. He does a lot of work behind the scenes. I mean, the guys that you see there work very hard, but Peter also works hard. He doesn't sit on any of the committees, or he might sit on the marketing, if not. And then also to my colleagues and partners for supporting us and supporting me. Eric, John, Mark, thanks for that. It takes time, but we need to roll these things out. We need somebody to coordinate it. And then also, lastly, everybody has said that, but lastly to Ut from the technical committee. Ut, thank you very much. Ut's been a valuable member as well of the technical committee. Simply because where I am, I can't always be there. Ut is doing most of the organizing work on a daily basis. So Howard, I think everybody knows Howard. There is a 3-page CV of Howard there. I'm not going to read through it, but I think Howard's well known to everybody.